Hi everyone, I'm Elmer and I'm presenting on Postel's law, otherwise known as the Robustness Principle. This principle was developed by John Postel as a software design guideline that states, be conservative in what you do, be liberal in what you accept from others. In its simplest form, a robust system accounts for varied inputs that translate into the same data. The secretive cyber luminary, John Postel, also known as God of the Internet, was instrumental in defining the various iterations of the Internet since the 70s. With Internet connections beginning to speed up and information crossing into public channels, the information highway would be jammed without his authority on directing Internet traffic. Postel developed the idea of being conservative in what is sent and liberal in what to accept, in terms of translating non-native machine languages to deal with non-conforming inputs. The principle has been attributed to the success of intercontinental data transfer, the birth of the Internet. In order for information to travel from one point to another via electronic communications without missing a bit, transmission protocols had to be generous, robust, and redundant to ensure reliable delivery. In practice, machines should be able to handle inputs that are the same in value but different in format and execute the intended command without error. The concept's efficiency and simplicity is so powerful that it's been used as a model for US design and has even been deployed to breach encrypted and anonymous systems. Postel's law is effective in UI/UX design when there's little to be done on the user's part to interact with an interface. Lyle Mulliken at A List Apart expands on the principle with 4 requisites of a robust system. First, it accepts inputs from users in a variety of forms, based first on the needs and preferences of the user rather than machines. Second, it accepts responsibility for translating human input to meet the requirements of computer systems. Third, it defines boundaries for what input is reasonable in a given context. Lastly, it provides clear feedback to the user, especially when the input exceeds the boundaries. Complex design issues rise when parameters are introduced that demand more of the user. Constraints are usually there for good reason, such as requisites for changing a password or what format the date should be. The interaction that follows should be designed to provide the user with every tool possible to provide the correct information. Implementing the date picker assists the user with selecting and submitting proper info. Should the user manage to submit incomplete or improper information, the interface provides feedback on how to rectify the input. This concludes my presentation on Postel's law, also known as the Robustness Principle, that was developed by John Postel, also known as God of the Internet. I look forward to your crits and comments. Thank you.